Hey everybody. I honestly know it's been more than 6 months since I posted videos on YouTube, but I just kind of wanted to share my experience with it. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Like, talking to people and stuff like that and sharing my life. It's made me do better in my life ever since I've done it. And it sort of helped me a little bit with my public speaking skills because I'm not a good public speaker. It's just not my strength, as you can tell by watching these videos. And there's still a lot I've got to learn. I'm nowhere being the YouTube person I know I can be. I'm just starting out and doing the best I can with what I got. But I want to share some things. At the filming of this video, I have over 50 subscribers, and that's a big accomplishment for me. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not growing as fast as a lot of other YouTubers, but my focus is to have a quality audience that'll watch Mondays, Wednesdays, and the shorts on Fridays. And my goal was to live life and have fun within my means or less. And that's what I'm trying to strive for in my life. But I kind of want to go through some of the comments real quick that I've received. One person told me I talk like Forrest Gump. Thanks, I appreciate it. I live in the South. I live where Tennessee, Georgia, and North Carolina meet. So that's where I'm getting that southern accent from. And I got a weird comment. See you all when this gets recommended to us in 6 years. Not sure what that comment really means. And I had somebody criticizing my budgeting method, which the person's right. And I'm changing that method in January, where I'm doing it monthly, where I put my monthly income and allocate it to my expenses to zero it out on a zero-based budget. And I'm still going to track everything so I don't miss stuff, but I'm changing my budgeting where instead of keeping track of what I spent every week, when I share it with you next year, I'm going to be going through what I spent for the whole month instead. And then somebody didn't want me leaving. No, I'm not leaving YouTube anytime soon. I just kind of, on Instagram, I kind of decided to just focus on the audience I've already built on there because they're not going to allow me to follow more people to grow an audience. That's ship's been sailed on that. But I did save $15 a month by not being verified, and I'm okay with that. And somebody on Instagram criticized me for it, but it's just not worth the $15 anymore. And I had someone said they saved $320 switching from Metro PCS to Visible. I'm very proud of you for that. I'm very proud of you for that. I enjoy Visible so far. I think it's been worth every penny I've spent. It's getting Verizon quality at a cheaper price. And someone talked about spending more time reading. I've been bad on that. That's something I've got to work on. I bombed on that this summer. I did horrible on that this summer. I've got to work on that better. And someone told me not to worry about financial accidents like the subscriptions I forgot to cancel. I appreciate the advice. It's something I just honestly need to do a better job on. And I'm going to analyze subscriptions over time, see which ones aren't worth it and which ones got to go. at the beginning of the year. And somebody recommended me start Bitcoin. It's just not my best interest right now. I'm focused on putting money in my IRA and my home repairs fund, and then you gotta report any earnings from Bitcoin to on your tax return, and that can be a pain in the rear end. So that's another reason I don't want to do Bitcoin. And I don't know enough about it to really even fool with it right now. My focus is to invest money in home repairs for my house, because there's a lot of repairs that got to be done. I got to spend a lot of money getting the kitchen redone from top to bottom. That's going to cost a ton of money, so that's where I'm going to be allocating a portion of my budget starting next year. Then somebody told me their escrow was short as well. And my thing is, mine's is because homeowners insurance keeps going up every year, and sometimes the property tax goes up. It's just something that's just Russian roulette on that. And I've also ignored some nasty comments from people that really weren't in my audience, like having to wait on a certain video, but it's like, I only post 2 times a week. That's the best I can do. It's a lot of work to even do that, because you gotta put the stuff on Canva, and Canva's gotten a lot more difficult with their editing software. Has been a pain in my rear end sometimes. Then you gotta wait to get it converted onto my computer, and then I got to upload it to YouTube, and that's a time-consuming process. So it's not an overnight miracle thing. So it's a lot of work to get that done, and I'm not showing my kitchen, because my kitchen just, ugh. It's got to be redone top to bottom, as I've said, so I don't show a lot of that. And some of the cooking stuff I don't show, because with me, cooking sometimes can be hit or miss. Sometimes I'm successful at something, sometimes it's a failure, and I'm still having to learn that. And some recipes just aren't worth it. And the ones that are successful, I need to start writing that stuff down and keeping it in a book. Maybe do a cookbook someday. I don't know. We'll see. But anywho's, now I want to move on to the lessons I've learned. I've made plenty of good friends on here, like Nikolai Makes Videos, Maple Ace Budgets, and my man Mark White USN. They all got awesome videos. I recommend y'all checking them out. And then my loyal friend VJ Narayan. He's been my friend before I started this for a long time. He's been pretty cool too. But I've started, as my YouTube journeys coming up, I've learned that I've opened up my audience more. My audience ain't just single guys who live on their own. No. It's just that audience, I'd like to broaden that up a little bit by going into just single females and older single guys too. And connecting with them, because they got a lot of good advice. And also divorced and widowed women who live by themselves too. And men too. Because I've learned a lot from them too. And so it's not just a little box. You got to open that box a little further. And I kind of want to create like a guide organization directory or some type of seminar, and just create a network of other single people that want to do better with their lives financially and have fun within their means. And I've thought doing like a seminar where I interview other single people. It's a free seminar where people can learn from each other and subscribe to some of these other YouTube channels as well to grow their audiences. Because majority of the people in personal finance are married with kids or have a big family, and it's just really not my niche. But that's where I'm wanting to go. And I've also noticed I'm getting more views on the shorts than the videos, I guess, because people got shorter attention spans than they do on these longer videos, kind of like TikTok. Somewhere eventually I want to venture off to. But as I mentioned before, I've had to ignore some nasty comments, especially if they're not in the audience I desire. I just had to let it go, move on. Not everybody's going to like my product, and I've got to accept that. That's my advice to anybody that's wanting to start a YouTube channel. Not everyone's going to like you. Don't take it personally. But my future goals are to keep growing this channel. Don't quit this channel. I have a small audience, but that's okay. I can live with that. And eventually get more into doing shorts because I'm getting a lot of views on those. And then, as I mentioned before, I want to build a community of single people. And I need to comment more on their videos too, and like a directory or a network or something, because all the single people have to stick together, because it's kind of hard sometimes. But at the end of the day, my purpose of doing this YouTube is to be accountable to other people, especially single people, because we don't have the accountability that married people do with kids. If you enjoy my YouTube videos or enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. I post videos every Monday and Wednesday, and I do shorts on Fridays. Thank you so much. I hope y'all have a marvelous day.